Good morning, welcome to my garden. You're a little late. I've been out here picking. We're on the way to the seed exchange. I've been asked where I get some of my cool seeds from. Come on, let's go.
Okay, you ready? Perfect.
Can you tell me the name of your farm?
So we are SNC Farms. When we're at market, we go under Misfit Produce. And we do all your staple veggies. We do a lot of heirlooms, the lemons and the limes, and get a full harvest to where we can sell. I've got 2 avocados and 2 tangerines. So my avocados and my tangerines are still a little immature. This year they dropped their fruit, so next year I should be getting nice avocados
in
and
Oklahoma.
Some tangerines. Yep.
That is amazing.
We grow 3 different types of pears on our orchard. We grow a Bartlett pear, an Asian pear, and then a Canning pear.
What are these?
Mexican sour gherkins. They're a cucamelon. Grill right in front of Mom. He has a grill. Just what he wanted.
I want to thank Kara Cowan Watts and her group. That seed exchange was wonderful. I was able to give away quite a few seeds off of that giant watermelon and quite a few fresh picked tomatoes. That helped me out a lot. We're just swimming in tomatoes. I don't suggest you plant 113 plants. Kara, thank you again. That was awesome. We had some aphids come in on round 2 of our squash. So ladybugs showed up just in time. I released them after dark last night, and they all seem to be hanging out here eating aphids. So we're blessed there. If you're new to my channel, you're in for a real treat. Saturdays are reserved for you and celebrating what's going on in your garden. My garden is a deep mulch garden, but there's a lot of different kinds of ways to garden. As Ruth Stout would say, I would never assume to tell another human being how to garden. I just thought folks might be interested in seeing what I've done and the lessons I've learned. And honestly, I've learned from you. I'm just blessed to be able to celebrate what's going on in your garden. All that being said, let's take a look at a couple of our friends around the world that are strictly container gardeners. Valerie and Rob have worked to motivate others with their backyard container garden that looks like a giant food forest. Their use of trellises have tripled their growing area. I'll bet they have a list and are checking it twice with the amount of loofah sponges they grew this summer. Their garden is simply blessed. Thank you for your generosity to motivate others, this channel, and me and my family. Another container gardener who is relatively new to our channel is Marie. She grows out of necessity. In Jamaica, where she lives, she has no soil to grow in. It's strictly rocks. She's sharing her challenges of container gardening on her channel, which I've linked below. Thank you, Marie. Well, the heat has taken a toll on round 1 of our zucchini, but round 1 of our beans, they're thriving. So it just goes to show you, depending on what you're planting is depending on what kind of weather they like. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more of our friends. Andrew and Cecilia are new to our channel and wanted to share their garden. This is a wonderful setup. We look forward to seeing it in full production. Thank you and welcome to our channel. Art said he's itching to pick this volunteer watermelon. It came up in one of the extra beds he put in right next to the sunflowers. And aren't those sunflowers glorious? Peppers are also thriving in another additional deep mulch bed. His wife's been giving away his spicy jelly just as fast as he can make it. He told me since he had a little counter space, he couldn't help it. He had to pull the trigger and bring in this watermelon. 29.5 pounds. Nice job, Art. Thank you. Our friends and neighbors around the world are absolutely fantastic. Please hit the like button. That'll let YouTube push this out to more people that might want to learn how to garden. And since we're talking about heat-loving plants right now, since we cleaned up the corn, our okra has just taken off. We got a couple friends that had some comments on okra. Check this out. Scott wanted to remind us to pick our fast-growing okra each and every day. If you don't, they get out of hand. Bear has a trick to make cutting okra easier before you bread it. You freeze it and then you slightly thaw it. It cuts it much easier. Fellas, that's great advice. This purple okra is taken off. Then we got the mini okra, which got planted on the north side by accident, but it is taken off. I don't think it's going to get much bigger, but its little okras, they're very, very tasty. We've got a new friend that asked a question, what do you do when the neighborhood deer are so tame they come right up to the house and help themselves to your hard work? Let's take a look at her solution. Carol says it's easy. You shrink your chain link fence down to a square, you use some of the panels as a roof of sorts, you put in deep mulch, no more critters, no muddy knees, and no weeding. Carol, that is genius. Welcome to our group. I'm telling you, this is where I get inspiration. This is where I get ideas. Leave a comment down below and let everybody know just how much you appreciate them sharing what's going on in their garden. I'm going to need to start up potting some of this basil here pretty quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one of our friends. Pam is also new to our channel and on her second year of gardening. She's using a combination of deep mulch beds and containers. From the harvest in those recycled boxes, it looks like you're a seasoned pro. Pam, thank you and welcome to our community. We're just a loose-knit community of people who like to get our hands dirty and grow things that taste good. The coolest thing about this community is there's no commitment. Drop by whenever you want. Don't drop by. Leave a comment. I would like you to leave a comment. It does help the channel grow. And remember, you can do this too. It's not that difficult. If you want to learn about the deep mulch, click that link right there and I'll meet you back in the garden. You want to learn about the living soil, click that link right there and I'll meet you back in the garden. You want to see a giant watermelon? Click that link and I'll meet you back in the garden. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.